We can now bring in our French politics editor, Marc Perelman. Marc, good to see you. Saturday's shooting in the south of France comes just weeks after a man also in the south was stabbed to death, a Malian man, at a mosque. What is going on here?
Well, clearly those are two different cases. At least they're treated differently from a legal standpoint. The first one, so weeks ago, it happened inside a mosque, and the murderer was charged with the murder. Now, today, we learned that this is being treated not only as a racist murder, but also as a terrorist case. Why the difference? Because in the first case, the alleged perpetrator said that he wanted to be a serial killer. There was no real mention about the religious or political dimension to it. Contrary to the case that we just looked about in this report, where clearly there's a political message, there's a call for the French to rise up, get rid of the Muslims, get rid of the North Africans. He said in some videos that were reported about that he was pledging allegiance not to Al-Qaeda, but to the French flag. So there's a clear political message, and it's the first time since specialized prosecution office was set up to deal with terrorist cases back in 2019 that such a case is open with people close to the far right, the hard right in this case. There have been many other cases open for Islamist terrorist cases, but this is the first time ever it is treated as such. It's not a political decision. It was a decision taken by the prosecutors and the legal system, but obviously it has political dimensions because obviously there is a lot of tension over the issue of Islam, over Muslims here in France, also a rise in anti-Semitism. So it's an extremely volatile situation we have in France, and so this is why you are seeing so many political reactions.
And don't forget immigration as well, on top of all of this. Given that it has a political dimension, what has the political reaction been?
Well, there's been a lot of criticism of the Interior Minister, Bruno Retailleau, who's been accused not only by the far left, but by the leader of the Socialist Party, Olivier Faure, of spreading a racist, quote-unquote, atmosphere. And that he said that this was pervasive. Obviously, the Interior Minister, Bruno Retailleau, just said that this is an unacceptable, racist, anti-Muslim act. But nevertheless, his opponents are saying he's talking every day, every night, every evening about immigration, about Algeria, about Islam, about just recently the Muslim Brotherhood. And so this is creating an atmosphere conducive to such actions. Obviously, the Interior Minister is saying, I'm just naming problems we have to deal with. I'm never encouraging people to take matters into their own hands, take weapons, and shoot at people. But you can easily see why this is such a tense situation, even on the political level, because obviously the Interior Minister, who just took the helm of the Conservative Party, also has his eyes trained on the next presidential election, and he is hoping to be a contender, and we'll have to see how he navigates through. He's also been criticized for his handling of the incidents following the football match on Saturday night. There was a lot of security problems in Paris. He's also been criticized for the way he mishandled this situation. So it's his first trial as Interior Minister, who's been doing quite well in the polls until now.
Marc, thank you very much for that, Marc Perelman there. And while Marc